Based on a review of court filings, a lis pendens has been filed against you. First question you have is, what is a lis pendens? A lis pendens is a legal filing designed to notify third parties that you are being sued. In addition, it's generally an indication that your bank is intending to foreclose upon you. First question you have is, how much time do I have? Typically, you'll be served papers within several days of the lis pendens being filed. Those papers are called the summons and complaint. The summons and complaint require you to respond in writing and to present an answer to the complaint that they have laid against you, namely that you have not paid your mortgage payments. You will need to look at your summons and examine it carefully to determine the time limits that are applicable to you. The summons will tell you you have so many days to answer. If you do not answer in writing within the time period described, the court will assume that either you do not care or that you agree with the allegations that have been made by the bank in the complaint, that you have not paid your mortgage and that they should be entitled to take the home. You're probably asking yourself, what do I need to do about this? Well, you need to contact your lender immediately to confirm the status of your loan. This may be news to you that you were in trouble on your loan. In addition, you need to contact an attorney who has dealt with foreclosures before. I am such an attorney. What is a foreclosure? A foreclosure is an action to secure the collateral that secures a loan. In order for a foreclosure to take place, there have to be two items: a mortgage and a note. The note comes first. The note is where you borrowed money from your bank, and in exchange for the money that you borrowed from the bank, you signed a note that said, I promise to pay this bank this much money at this rate of interest with payments based on these terms. The note will specify who the lender is that is supposed to be paid, where you are supposed to make your payments, how you're supposed to make your payments, in what form, and on what day or before what day. If there are additional terms, things like a late fee, if you pay after a certain day, you have to pay a late fee. In addition, you have a mortgage. A mortgage is a document that ties the note to your property. The mortgage you grant to the bank in exchange for the bank lending you the money. This is the additional security the bank has to make sure that you will pay the note. If you fail to pay the note based upon the terms, the bank will send you a letter saying, we have not received your payment. They may call you and say, we have not received your payment. Eventually, if you fail to make enough payments, they will file a lis pendens. This is what has occurred in your situation. Once they've filed the lis pendens, they will serve the summons and complaint. Attached to the summons and complaint will be a copy of the promissory note that you signed and the mortgage that you granted the bank. The names on the note and the mortgage, your name, perhaps your spouse's name, along with the name of the lender that you granted the mortgage to and that you borrowed the money from, should be the same as the names on the lis pendens and the summons and complaint. If they are different, you have a very good defense to your foreclosure action. You should take action immediately to contact an attorney. In addition to the tying of the note to the property, the mortgage spells out your rights and the rights of the lender. It is a contract. That contract says, I, the borrower, agree to pay certain amounts of money each month to my lender. My rate may go up and down, my payment may go up and down, but regardless, over a period of time, I will pay back the money that I borrowed. You may be thinking, I've failed to make some payments, and as a result, it sounds like this attorney is telling me the bank has the right to come and take my house. It's possible that you may lose your house in foreclosure, but it's only possible if you have failed to meet the terms of the mortgage and the note, and the bank has done everything it is supposed to do under the mortgage and the note. Additionally, the bank has some other restrictions which are imposed on it by the government. The bank is required to take certain steps to make sure that you stay in your home. What do you have to do now? I've already indicated you should contact an attorney. In addition, you need to consider carefully, do I want to keep my home or do I want to give up my home? Now, you may have received a lis pendens or you may have received a summons and complaint for a building that you do not live in. Obviously, it's not your home, it is a property that you own. You need to consider carefully, do I want to keep this property that I own, or do I want to give up this property? Your decision, based on your own personal circumstances and your desires, which include your belief about the future. Are things going to get better at some point for you, and will you be more able to pay? And is this piece of property valuable? Your considerations about your family. Where do your children go to school? Where do you and your spouse work? How well do you know your neighbors? How well do you fit into your neighborhood? How long have you resided where you currently reside? If it's not your home, is this piece of property valuable? Is it going to be more valuable at some point? Does it currently earn you income that you need to meet the remainder of the obligations in your life? Any of those considerations may be reasons why you would want to fight a foreclosure action. Again, you must make the decision, do I want to keep my home or do I want to give up my home? It's your decision. Consider it carefully and contact an attorney soon. Thank you.